From Silence to Shahadah, a Buddhist monk's journey to Islam. It was a morning like any other in the highlands of Bhutan, where the mist hangs low over the mountains like a whisper from the heavens. Tenzin Dorje, a 34-year-old Buddhist monk, rose before dawn, as he had for the past 20 years. Clad in saffron robes, head shaven, and face calm, he walked silently across the cold stone floors of the monastery. Incense filled the air. The bells chimed. His heart, however, was far from peaceful. Tenzin had dedicated his life to Buddhism since the age of 14. Orphaned during a landslide in his village, the monastery had taken him in. His mind was trained in deep meditation, silence, and renunciation of desire. Yet for years now, something stirred in the deepest folds of his soul, an unanswered yearning, a pull he could neither name nor suppress. Why do I seek more if nirvana is the ultimate goal? Why do I feel incomplete? Why does the universe feel so silent when I call out to it? One day, during a monastic pilgrimage to India, Tenzin visited Varanasi, the sacred Hindu city. He wandered into the outskirts, drawn to the sound of a human voice, not chanting, not praying, but conversing. It was a Muslim street vendor named Imran, reciting something melodious in Arabic under his breath. Tenzin paused. "What is that sound you're making?" he asked curiously. Imran smiled. "It's the Qur'an, the word of Allah." "Allah?" "Yes, the one true God. Would you like to hear more?" Tenzin sat on a small wooden crate beside Imran, captivated by the words. Imran began to recite. "Is Allah the one? Allah, the eternal refuge. He neither begets nor is born, nor is there to him any equivalent." Surah Al-Ikhlas 1:12:1-4. Tenzin blinked. Something pierced his heart. Not intellectually, but spiritually. He is not born, nor gives birth. Not like the deities we speak of. This sounds complete. That night, Tenzin couldn't sleep. The words echoed in his chest like thunder in a mountain valley. Days turned into weeks. He secretly visited Imran again and again, drinking tea and listening to verses from the Qur'an. Imran gave him a small English-translated Qur'an. Tenzin read the first surah. "In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful." He was struck by the tenderness. The word merciful repeated itself throughout. But what shook him most was this verse. "Indeed, those who have believed, and those who were Jews or Christians or Sabaeans, those who believed in Allah and the last day and did righteousness, will have their reward with their Lord." Surah Al-Baqarah, 2 hours 62 minutes. Even non-Muslims can be recognized. This religion does not erase. It builds. Tenzin returned to Bhutan, hiding the Quran within the folds of his robe. He built a small meditation hut in the woods near his monastery. There, in secret, he read the Quran under candlelight, night after night. He wept when he read. "And we have certainly created man, and we know what his soul whispers to him." Surah Kaf 50:16. "My soul, you hear it." He found his voice. For the first time in years, he spoke aloud, not a chant, not a mantra, but a prayer. "If you're real, Allah, guide me. I am lost in silence. Speak to me." One night, Tenzin had a dream. He stood before a massive mountain. From the clouds above, a light descended. It did not blind, but warmed. A figure approached him, dressed in white, face glowing. He heard a voice say, "This is the light of Muhammad. Follow him, and you will find me." He awoke sobbing. The Quran lay open beside him. The page read, "Say, O Muhammad, I am only a man like you, to whom has been revealed that your God is one God. So whoever would hope for the meeting with his Lord, let him do righteous work and not associate in the worship of his Lord anyone." Surah Al-Kahf 18:1-10. Tenzin's heart was no longer in the monastery. He felt like an intruder among his own brothers. During a ceremonial procession, as they chanted the Heart Sutra, he found himself silently whispering, "La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger." He packed his robe, his Quran, and left in the dead of night. It was snowing. The cold bit into his flesh, but his soul burned with purpose. He returned to India, walking barefoot through forests and train tracks. After a week, he found Imran again. His feet bled, but his eyes gleamed. "I am ready." "You mean?" "To become Muslim." With tears in both their eyes, Imran guided him. "Repeat after me. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasulullah." Tenzin repeated. The sky thundered. Rain poured. But Tenzin laughed for the first time in years, face lifted to the heavens. "Allah, I feel you. I feel seen. I feel alive." The struggle begins. Now named Abdullah, the journey was far from over. His village excommunicated him. The monastery cursed him. His own friends shunned him as a traitor. But the Muslim community embraced him. He enrolled in a madrasa, learning Arabic, hadith, and the seerah of the Prophet, peace be upon him. He discovered a hadith that melted his heart. A man may do the deeds of the people of hell, yet he ends up among the people of paradise. Sahih al-Bukhari 32:08. He cried again and again. Months later, extremists in the region who hated Islam plotted to kill him. One night, his small madrasa was raided. Abdullah was dragged into the street. They mocked him. "Why did you betray your own ancestors? Say Buddha is Lord, or we will end you." They raised a knife, but Abdullah raised his finger. La ilaha illallah. Before they could strike, local police arrived. The extremists fled. He survived. That night, he prostrated for hours, whispering, "I chose you, Allah, and you chose to save me." Peace after storm. Years passed. Abdullah became a da'i, an Islamic caller to truth, reaching out to Buddhist seekers. He wrote a book, The Sound of Silence, A Monk's Journey to the One God. It went viral across Asia. Thousands of Buddhists reached out. Some began asking about Islam. Others visited him in secret. A few even took Shahadah. He once said in an interview, "Islam didn't take away my peace. It gave it meaning. Buddhism taught me to silence desire. Islam taught me to submit it to the Creator." A tearful farewell. At 61 years old, after a long life of dawah, Abdullah fell ill. On his deathbed, he held a copy of the Qur'an in one hand and rosary beads in the other. His final words were, "Tell them, even if you're searching in the silence of mountains, Allah can hear you. Seek him, and you'll find he was always near." He passed away with La ilaha illallah on his tongue. Abdullah's story spread like wildfire. His grave became a place of reflection, not of worship, but of remembering that guidance can come from the most unexpected corners of the world. Many Buddhist converts to Islam today credit his writings, especially his sentence from his book. Truth is not limited to where you were born. It is found when you kneel, not to creation, but to the Creator. If this story moved your heart, share it with someone who is still searching for meaning. Maybe they're like Abdullah once was, quiet, seeking, and waiting for someone to hand them the Quran. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, deeninminute, for more powerful stories like this. Share this with Buddhist friends open to spiritual truth. Read the Quran. Read with your heart. It speaks.